It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, his delivery is always so shocking. Is this about Steve? I don't know. We'll find out. Dear Steve and Shirley, I met a man. We clicked. He showed me his representative for the first few months. Now I see some things that make me wonder if I want to continue our relationship. These are things that I think he can control, but he didn't act like this in the beginning of our relationship. He has no filter in anything he says or does, and his delivery is always so shocking. I took him to meet my mom, and he unleashed the madness as soon as we got in her driveway. He asked if I grew up in that little house, and I could not believe him. He grew up in the project, so I told him he had no room to judge me. He said he wasn't judging. He just asked a question. He continued to insult my mom and I. He refused to sit down because he said the dining room table was too dusty. I kept cutting my eyes at him, but he didn't get it. He is also very direct in the bedroom. Our first sexual encounter was at his house after we watched a movie. He said that I teased him long enough with my legs all across him and I rubbed and touched all over him, so we might as well go to the bedroom so he could give me what I really want. I was shocked, but a little turned on. I had no idea that every sexual encounter would start off like this. Now he'll usually say something like, let's go on ahead and get this out of the way. He told me that he's always been like this, and it's probably why he's still single at 42. I cringe when he picks me up. Because if he's asked me more than a few times if I'm sure I want to wear what I'm wearing. So I put him in timeout for a few days. If he's not willing to change, is there a way to tolerate this bad behavior? Well, only you can determine that. Only you can determine that. But I will say this. Here we go again. Women always want to change a man. You cannot change a man. You can't do that. Only the man in question can change himself if he wants to. This man that you have right here is who he is. He is his authentic self. You don't like it, and it's okay that you don't like it. You don't have to put up with it if you don't want to. And why should you? But you have talked to him about his delivery and how he comes across to you, haven't you? You have to tell him how this makes you feel. I mean, especially if you think he's being rude to you and your mom. I must say, though, him asking you if you grew up in that little house could have meant just that, asking you a question like he said, or him saying he wouldn't sit at your mom's table because it was too dusty, while it was blunt. Was he lying? I mean, it sounds like you're trying to find anything wrong because you don't like how he says things. You don't like how he says what he says, especially when it comes to sex. So, maybe if he can temper how he says what he's saying, then maybe you guys can have a chance. But yeah, it's that how that has you shook. Steve?
Well, I don't think there's nothing to this letter except maybe, have a little, reenactment of how maybe this could go. You're dealing with a man ain't got no coof. What you want us to do? Mm-hmm. He ain't got no coof. This dude a damn fool. Mm-hmm. 42 years old, single, talking to people like that. Look, here's the deal. Y'all clicked. He has no filter in anything he says or does. And his delivery is shocking. Let's just start with this one. I took him to meet my mama. He unleashed the madness as soon as we got in her driveway. He asked if I grew up in that little house. What he said was, you grew up in that little ragged ass house?
Oh my goodness.
What, we finna go in here?
That's what he really said.
Oh, wait a minute. There's some people that live in here? You lying. So now you're dealing with that. Then he get in the house and he said he wasn't sitting down at your mama's table because it was too damn dusty. You cutting your eyes at him and everything, trying to get his attention, but he didn't get it. So now you just have a man who he do like he want to do it. Even when y'all got ready to have, your little affair the first time, after y'all watched the movie, he said I had teased him long enough with my legs all across him. I rubbed and touched him all over, so we might as well go on, get on into the bedroom, go on, break it off.
Have you ever said that?
Go on in here and give you this here. Let me go on in here and give you this here, what you want. Yeah, I know what you want. And then you were shocked, but you was a little turned on. Well, all right now. Okay. But I can tell you what happened, though. You got in there and it wasn't what he said it was going to be. That's probably what you're mad about. Now every time y'all go get half second, they go on in here and get this on out the way. Look.
Are you rubbing your forehead right now?
Why is you tired of something?
Yeah, I'm just rubbing my face. I'm frustrated with this dude. I just don't know what to do. When we come back, Shirley,
yes,
you'll give me a statement or ask me a question, and I'm going to show you, not in a clean way, of course. I'm going to show you some of the shocking things that this man would be saying. And he doesn't have any coof. He say whatever he want to say, how he want to say it, which is why he's single at 42, and ain't nobody putting up with this. So what I'm going to do is, just for purposes, Shirley will ask me a series of questions. Okay. I will take a pause, and then I will show you the shocking reply he's probably using. Just anything, Shirley. I don't care what the subject is, grocery shopping, pastors, church, anything. So go ahead.
I know you said you were going to take me out tonight. Where are we going?
Well, I mean, I don't know where I could take nobody like you. It don't look like you've been nowhere. So I pretty much anywhere I take you, I'll be good enough. What you want to do?
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. McDonald's is good too.
He's pretty blunt with it, isn't he? All right. You know what? The first time we went over to my mom's house, it didn't go too well. I think we should go over there and you should try and get to know her again. Go back.
Go over there for what? I've already been over there. The little house was tight as hell. I don't know who your mama is, but she must be that old ass lady that lived in the shoe, had all them kids, because it crowded up in there.
It's terrible.
Come on, honey. You can't talk like that. Well, look, we're going to church on Sunday, and I wanted to know, I bought this new dress. How do you like it?
Well, you said we're going to church, right?
Yeah.
And then that's the dress you're going to wear? So what we going to church for if you're going to go to hell anyway?
What? He's a trip.
and